What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about some new proposals when it comes to rule changes that MLB has implemented in the Atlantic League. They'll be testing out two new rules that can have significant impacts possibly on Major League Baseball if it comes to fruition in the near future. This could truly impact how Major League Baseball is played from here on out and into the future if these rules do succeed in the Atlantic League and move up through the minor league systems, high A, triple A, and go all the way to the major league. So we're going to talk about the rule changes. So let's get into it. All right, so the first new rule change is that Major League Baseball has decided they would like to move the mound back from 60 feet 6 inches to 61 feet 6 inches. The reason why is because they would like to decrease the average velocity that a pitcher throws and increase the amount of balls that are in play. MLB releases notes that the average fastball velocity has risen from 91.6 miles an hour in 2010 to 93.3 miles an hour in 2021. The league posits that hitters' reaction time on a 93.3 mile an hour pitch thrown from 61 feet 6 inches is approximately the same as a reaction time from a 91.6 mile an hour pitch thrown from 60 feet 6 inches. That means that Major League Baseball wants to increase the amount of balls that are in play and make the game more entertaining and make more action, which I'm all for. Actually, this new rule, I'm not mad about it. I don't have a problem with this new proposed rule moving the mound back by 1 foot. Honestly, in my mind, it's not going to make that much difference. Now, some of you out there may argue, which is valid, that this will decrease the amount of spin rate that is on a Major League Baseball player's curveball or slider or changeup. It will decrease the spin rate, the velocity will go down, and maybe it will hurt players' arms. Now, they've tested out the whole will it hurt players' arms thing notion. That's what Major League Baseball has stated. They have tested this, and they have found no significant evidence that proves that moving the mound back by 1 foot will increase a player's chances of getting injured. It's a foot. I'm sure pitchers are fine by moving the mound back a foot. I'm sure some pitchers won't like it if they're kind of nibblers, guys who don't have that 95, 96, 97 mile an hour velocity. They say it gives a hitter like 0.2 of a second more or something to react. They want action, to happen in a game. They want it to be entertaining. Back in 1968, they've messed with the pitching mound before. They've lowered the mound back in 1968, the year of the pitcher, with Bob Gibson and Denny McLain. Bob Gibson for the Cardinals, Denny McLain for the Tigers. But Bob Gibson and Denny McLain were very good that year, the year of the pitcher. And after that, they lowered the mound to give the advantage back to the hitters. And this is what they're doing here when it comes to moving the mound back. The mound height will be the same, but the rubber, actually, I should say, the rubber will be moved back by 1 foot at 61 feet 6 inches. I don't have a problem with this at all. Second rule, the double hook rule. This is kind of ridiculous. I don't like it. The double hook rule is a designated hitter rule that will be in place for the entirety of the 2021 Atlantic League season. Under the new rule, a team will lose its designated hitter once the starting pitcher is pulled from the game. From that point forth, the team will need to either deploy a pinch hitter or allow a relief pitcher to bat in what was a DH's place. The goal of the rule, per the league, is to incentivize teams to leave their starting pitchers in longer, increase the value of starters who can work deeper into games, and increase the strategic element in late inning games. This I don't like, because what does a pitcher have to do with how your offense is constructed? That should have no correlation into how you construct your lineup, because the point is that let's say this is in the major leagues, and let's say, for example, The Yankees are playing at home, and the game is tied. It's in the top of the ninth inning. You have Garrett Cole on the mound. He went to 9 innings, okay? He went all the way to 9 innings, and he's struggling in the ninth inning with 2 outs. The bases are loaded, and a lefty's up. And Boone wants to bring in a lefty to face a lefty and get Cole out of there because he's a righty. So they bring in the lefty. The lefty comes in. He strikes him out. Great. The game is still tied. The Yankees have a chance to win. Now, that means if Giancarlo Stanton was next up to start the Yankees half of the ninth inning, that means he'll be pulled. So they will take away DHs and take away chances from big bats like Giancarlo Stanton, Aaron Judge if he DHs, and any other big DH, and Nelson Cruz. They will take away that chance of a DH in the lineup and a chance of a DH to make an impact on the team and help the team win. Which, isn't that decreasing the amount of offense? Right? Isn't the whole point is to have more offense? So this second rule honestly doesn't make sense when it comes to creating more offense. You're taking away a DH once the pitcher's out of the game, but yet you want to create more offense? I mean, that's just ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't help when it comes to creating offense. You're taking away the DH, the designated hitter. You're taking him away to put a relief pitcher in to hit? What? It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. They say the goal is to incentivize teams to leave their starting pitchers in longer. Well, let's say if Garrett Cole's in the 6th inning and he's already up 100 pitches. So you have to decide whether or not to take out your pitcher and lose your DH. You're taking out your pitcher to help protect him, the guy you're paying $300+ million. Have to make a decision to take him out to protect him, but yet you lose a DH you're also paying $300 million to. So both guys you're losing who are extremely valuable and you're paying top dollar for. And if you think about it, to me at least, neither one of these rules lines up with the original goal of MLB, which is to reduce the length of a game. What does moving the mound back have to do with reducing the length of a game? And the double hook rule doesn't make the game any shorter as well. And I mean, there might be less changes when it comes to pitching changes, but honestly, I don't think it's the pitching changes that make the game long. It's the amount of time pitchers take in between pitches. It takes 4 minutes in between pitches. So the minute pitch 1 is thrown on count, it takes 4 minutes on average for the pitcher to throw the next pitch in the count. So the first pitch Garrett Cole throws of a game, he won't throw the next pitch for another 4 minutes. If their goal is to really shorten the games, the only way to do that is to reduce the number of outs and the number of strikes from 3 outs to 2 outs and 3 strikes to 2 strikes. That's the only way it's going to happen. Because think about it. Strike 1, strike 2, boom, you're done. How many times does it go to an 0-2 count? An 0-2 count finally goes to a 3-2 count. Could you imagine if it just took 2 strikes to get a guy out? The game will be done like this. It'll be done in an hour and a half. If they reduce the number of outs and strikes from 3 to 2, this would reduce the amount it takes to play a game. You may have more no-hitters. You may have more offense because players will be more willing to swing and make contact and put the ball in play because they don't have that many strikes and that many outs to work with. Again, this is me being totally drastic. Do I want this to happen? Absolutely, unequivocally not. No, I don't want them to reduce the amount of outs and strikes from 3 to 2. No, I love it the way it is. I'm not advocating for it, but I'm just telling you, if their goal is to truly reduce the amount of time it takes to play a game, they're going to have to reduce the number of strikes and outs from 3 to 2. Also, I wanted to mention some COVID-19 updates that MLB has made. They have loosen the restrictions when it comes to COVID-19 protocols. One of them, which is a very big one, is that they have decided and uh, given the players the option to not wear the masks in the dugout or on the field if they have received the first COVID vaccine shot. You would think I think this is good, but no, I think this is really stupid. It's not that I don't like it that they have the option to not wear a mask, is that I don't like it based on the fact that MLB has given their players the option to not wear the mask. And the reason why is because if fans have to wear masks in the stands, so too should the players. If I have to go into a Major League Baseball stadium and wear a mask, and be mandated to wear that mask inside that Major League Baseball stadium, I expect the players to be held accountable in the same light when it comes to wearing the masks. I think players should wear masks for as long as fans are required to wear masks. I'm an eye for an eye type of person. I do not think that Major League Baseball players are any more or any less than any other human being. This is a stance of superiority. I think this action obviously incentivizes some sort of privilege when it comes to Major League Baseball players and the fans. Now, I mean, hey, if you're in Texas and you're going to a Rangers game and the fans don't have to wear masks, then the players don't have to wear masks either. But if you're going to a city like Los Angeles where the fans have to wear masks and the players don't have to wear masks, even though they're vaccinated, I don't like that at all, because I'm sure there have been some fans who are vaccinated who still have to wear masks when they go into certain places. I have not heard of anything that, people have IDs that say I'm vaccinated yet. I don't know how MLB determines whether their players are vaccinated or not. I'm sure they have records. I'm sure that's how they're keeping track of it. But I just don't find it fair. I find it very disturbing, and I find it to be a method of superiority that Major League Baseball has implemented when it comes to the players and fans. If fans have to wear masks, players have to wear masks. We're all human beings. We're all the same. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you later.